Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michaela. For today's video, I'm going to be using my bullet journal to plan out our trip to Charleston, South Carolina. Let's just jump right into this video. So my husband and I decided to take a trip to Charleston, South Carolina, and it was so nice and relaxing. The main goals were to relax and eat good food, and we did just that for the entire time that we were there. As y'all are probably starting to know if you've seen my other videos and been on my channel, you know I like to use my bullet journal to plan pretty much everything in my life. It just makes things a little bit easier to have everything in one spot. And that's definitely no different when it comes to planning a trip. So usually when I plan my trips in my bullet journal, I try to write down all the things that I need to pack, all the places that we want to eat, and all the activities that we want to do. Now, when I said that we were focusing on relaxation and eating, that is what I meant for sure. So you'll see that the eating section is really, really big, and the to-do section at the bottom for activities is really, really small. We didn't want to do anything. We just wanted to chill and eat, and that's pretty much what we did. I also started a tradition a little while ago of mailing a postcard to my parents whenever we visit a place. So this is why I have the right section. But now, since I also have pen pals, I'm gonna make it a habit to also mail them a postcard whenever we travel or visit somewhere. When I normally plan my trips in my bullet journal, I also will normally plan out like an hour to hour itinerary because as you can see, I'm a planner and I really do like to maximize our time that we spend in a city. And I will just say, okay, from this hour to this hour, we're doing this and X, Y, and Z. But again, because sometimes planning can be very stressful for me, even though I try to make it fun with planning it in my bullet journal, I just didn't want to even think about anything. We literally wandered. We had the restaurants we wanted to go to, and then we literally just wandered around the city the rest of the time because I didn't actually have my hour-to-hour itinerary planned out like how I normally do. It just... I just came back feeling so relaxed and not stressed out. I would typically add a section here for where we are going to stay, and I'll even print out pictures of the hotel and what it looks like and things like that and put it in my journal. I decided to just not add the stay section, but we did end up staying at this beautiful hotel called the French Quarter Inn. It was just so lovely. The room was nice. They had wine and cheese in the afternoons, and they had cookies and milk in the evenings, which I absolutely loved the cookies and milk. We got cookies and milk every single night. It was great. We also had a walkout terrace in our room, and spoiler alert, this is where I took the picture that I'm going to end up trying to paint in this section right here that I saved for the watercolor painting. If you're like me, you tend to overpack when you go on vacations. I just really appreciate having an option to choose a dress or a skirt or some shorts, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So planning them out in my bullet journal kind of also helps me stay organized and not bring too much. Ooh, the food. Okay, so I'm at a stage in my life where I'm planning all my trips around just food that I want to eat. Food that I really want to eat. And I've been seeing quite a few reels on Instagram of like good places to eat in Charleston. So that's kind of how we ended up at Charleston, to be honest. And the food was pretty good. And these are the places that we had on our list that we didn't get to go to every one of these. I was a little bit annoyed because obviously my stomach can hold only but so much food. And I really wanted to try everything on this list, but we just didn't get to it. So it might have to just happen the next time we go. A few of the places that we did end up eating was Rodney Scott's Barbecue. If you've seen the Chef's Table episode on Netflix, he has an entire episode about his restaurant, and the food was really, really good. We also went to 82 Queen for brunch one day. It was a cute little I'm gonna call it treehouse because I felt like we were in a treehouse. It was so cute. I love the vibe. We also ate at Church in Union, and it was pretty cool. Again, I think the vibe was really cool. It's a restaurant in an old church building, so it had these gorgeous high ceilings and these beautiful stained glass windows. They also had the entirety of the book, The Art of War, written on the ceiling, which I thought was really cool. And they also had like some murals on the walls and some kind of like different kind of calligraphy written on the walls. It was cool. We also had some of the best tacos I've ever had in my life at Ruru's Tacos. Their pork belly taco was just chef's kiss. It was so good. I honestly wanted to go back and get another one, but you know, we had to try other things. Another barbecue place that was also really very good was Lewis Barbecue. It's more of Texas barbecue, if you like can tell the difference between Texas and Carolina. I'm not trying to offend anyone. Honestly, barbecue is barbecue, and they both were good. They both were really good. And we had like dessert at this little place called Tinto y Crema, and it was like little Dutch pancakes and gelato. It was so good. The pancakes were so cute and small, and they had powdered sugar, and I think you can get different toppings like Nutella or whatever else you can get on them, but it was really cute. One morning, we decided to take an Uber about 10 to 12 minutes outside of Charleston going towards Sullivan's Island, and we went to get breakfast at Vicious Biscuits, and y'all, this is the line. Like, the line was literally out the door, so I had really high expectations, and honestly, it didn't really disappoint. The breakfast sandwiches were pretty on point. I did plan for us to have afternoon tea. One of the afternoons we were in Charleston at this restaurant called Carmela's, but I dropped the ball on that. I did not get reservations quickly enough. I tried to call like maybe 2 days ahead to reserve, and there was no reservations at all. I mean, how popular can afternoon tea be, y'all? You know? I was really disappointed because I love a good afternoon tea, and so I was really looking forward to it, and we didn't get to experience it. Oh well. The next time we're in Charleston, we are definitely doing afternoon tea. For the activities, we did a lot of shopping and just literally wandering the streets and wandering into little shops and art studios. We looked at so much art. They have such amazing artists there. For Charleston to be so quaint and quiet, the food scene and the art scene are really unexpectedly quite amazing. So I just wasn't, I guess I wasn't prepared for the art scene, but there's like a little art studio or gallery on like almost every single block. It was amazing. Also, I found what is possibly my new favorite store. It's called Et2 Home, and it stands for Europe to You. And talking to the sales associates, I found out that everything is handmade and from sustainable material, and everything in there was so gorgeous. They only have 2 storefronts in the US. They have one in Charleston and they have another one in Atlanta, Georgia. So I definitely plan to order some stuff online because I didn't get to take anything home since we were flying back home. But yeah, I definitely plan to incorporate a lot of their stuff into our home decor. Okay, so now that we're back from our trip, it's time for me to update my bullet journal with this watercolor painting. As I said earlier, just a little bit of a spoiler, I'm actually going to do this view from our terrace, from our room, and I am going to attempt to paint clouds. There were so many beautiful other scenes and pictures that I could have chose to paint, but I really want to learn how to paint watercolor clouds, so I'm just gonna try it out with this one. Using my brush pen, I'm gonna write the word Charleston right here in the middle. And lastly, after coming back from my trips, I usually like to update my bullet journal and just kind of like highlight some of the activities that we did or places that we went. And then that way I know for next time we gotta try something different. I plan to post a few more videos on my Instagram page diving into more of the details of where we went, what we ate, things like that. So be sure to follow me over on Instagram at cat_in_Mac. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. As always, I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.